Good Friday morning, Mount Olive family, friends of Mount Olive, all you tuning in to watch another Friday devotion. This is not going to be a regular devotion. It's more about the story of our mission team, what happened to them from last week to this week. As most of you know, we were supposed to be going to Nicaragua. We're headed up the road to the airport and got a call that we were not our applications hadn't been processed, something new that we didn't know about until Wednesday. The travel agency hadn't told us, our host organization hadn't told us, neither had the airline told us that we have to fill this out. We always got a COVID test, sent the COVID test to our line, and that's what we did. And we filled out this little travel visa on the plane. So this year, Nicaragua was requiring a application. So when we got that, we did as soon as we could on Wednesday. But by the time we took off for our trip, we weren't able to get it processed in time. So they called the host organization, said that we had not been processed yet, so we couldn't end up going, not knowing who would get in, who wouldn't. So we made a decision not to go. On Saturday, a lady who was from Samaritan's Purse, who had went on a trip to Nicaragua with us in some years back. When her church went, they had all 11, I think it was 11 or 13 of their bags confiscated. We got all of our bags through, and that was just a God thing. That's all that was. And so she contacted Pastor TJ and said, that she'd heard about what had happened to us, wanted to know if our mission team would be willing to come and work with Samaritan's Purse, the disaster relief out in Oklahoma. So he asked her, he said, well, how many spots do you have? And she said, well, I have 25. Well, we had 25 going to Nicaragua. Not every one of them were able to go, but we did have some that volunteered to go out there. So we had a big number that went out, loaded up 3 different vehicles and took off that way. And they left Saturday and got out there, and we've heard good reports from those who have been on Facebook and have seen some of the things they've been doing. And so by the time you hear this, they'll be on their way back. I asked you that you pray for their traveling mercies for them, and that God would just watch over and bring them back to us safely. We can't wait to hear the God moments. They always give us God moments when they come back from their trip. So those will be probably broadcast either on Wednesday night or Sunday night. I'm not sure which, or sometimes both. So you can watch those online if you're on Facebook or on our YouTube channel. So, but I do appreciate, the Lord. The good thing about it is, and we all know that who are Christians, the God who's God at Mount Olive, he's the God in Nicaragua, but he's God in Oklahoma too. And he's able to, God knew where he wanted us this year, for some reason, and we'll not maybe never know why, that we weren't able to go to Nicaragua. And it was strange that my wife's Bible study that was on her app, her Bible study app the next morning, was actually about Paul and Silas, who wanted to go one way, and God said, no, you got to go this way. Paul and Silas wanted to go this way. God said, no, you're going that way. And so that's, sometimes God intervenes in things, and he directs us where he wants us to go. And I'm sure that's what's happened here. But do remember in your prayers, remember our church in your prayers. God would continue to bless. And we do our foreign missions, our home missions, and our local missions, and God will continue to bless. And it takes a lot of work to do these, and takes a lot of people who are willing to be workers also. So I just want you to remember our church, remember our missionaries, no matter whether they're foreign missionaries, home missionaries, local, whatever they might do, that God would just continue to bless our church with workers, and that we'll continue to be the hands and feet of Jesus. We say that sometimes, we just throw it out there, but that's what we really are. We are the hands and feet of Jesus, because that's what he told us to do, go out and be disciples. And I'm sure if Jesus was here, he'd be helping with disaster relief. So you be much you continue to pray for all of us at our church. We love each one of you and hope to see you Sunday morning.